There is a mistake people make when they try to understand why their lives feel fractured, delayed, unstable, or full of repeated pain. They assume the problem is mainly outside of them. They blame the world, other people, bad luck, closed doors, broken systems, timing, family, class, money, trauma, or betrayal. Some of those things are real, some are brutal. Some do shape the field a person has to move through. But beneath all of that, there is a deeper problem that keeps human beings out of alignment even when truth is right in front of them. That problem is ego. Ego is not confidence. It is not identity. It is not healthy self-respect. Ego is the false center inside a person that tries to place itself above reality. It is the part of the self that wants comfort over truth, image over honesty, control over surrender, and illusion over correction. Ego is what makes a human being misread reality, resist reality, and then suffer under realities they refuse to accept. Within the framework of the absolute order of God, ego is one of the clearest sources of misalignment because it places the individual in conflict with the system itself. Reality does not bend because a person is offended. Cause and effect do not stop because someone feels misunderstood. Consequences do not disappear because the mind creates a more flattering story. The structure still holds. The law still works. The pattern still returns. And when a person keeps colliding with the same outcomes while refusing the truth about their own position, that is ego at work. Ego is the voice that says, I should be exempt. It is the hidden demand to be special enough to escape law, consequence, limitation, process, correction, and reality itself. That is why ego is so dangerous. It does not merely make a person arrogant, it makes them blind. The first way ego creates misalignment is through false control. Human beings want control because control feels like safety. If I can manage every outcome, predict every response, dominate every environment, and force reality into my preferred shape, then I can avoid pain. That is the fantasy. But it is still a fantasy. No one controls the whole field. No one controls time, other minds, changing circumstances, the hidden variables in any system, or the delayed return of their own actions. A person can influence, a person can prepare, a person can act wisely, but total control does not belong to them. Ego cannot tolerate that truth. So instead of accepting limitation and learning how to move intelligently within reality, ego performs control. It confuses emotional insistence with power. It mistakes stubbornness for strength. It believes that refusing to accept a fact somehow weakens the fact itself. It says, if I deny it, it cannot be true. If I resent it, it becomes unjust. If I want something badly enough, I should have it now. But reality is not moved by inner tantrums. This is where many people become deeply misaligned. They are not responding to what is. They are responding to what their ego thinks should be. They are angry at the structure for not obeying them. They feel betrayed by outcomes they helped create because they cannot bear to admit that the system was never under their command in the first place. False control produces a strange kind of human being, someone constantly exhausted, constantly reactive, constantly offended by limitation. They do not relate to reality with humility, intelligence, or observation. They relate to it like an insult. That is ego. The second way ego creates misalignment is through resistance to truth. Truth is one of the hardest things for the ego to face, because truth does not negotiate with self-image. Truth exposes. Truth strips away performance. Truth reveals where a person is weak, dishonest, delusional, lazy, vain, fearful, dependent, resentful, manipulative, entitled, or asleep. It does not arrive merely to comfort. Often it arrives to correct, and correction feels violent to the ego. Continue reading the essay along with its accompanying mini workbook on Amazon.